Hello everyone, welcome to another live stream of Bitcoin. Yes, did you hear where is the price of Bitcoin is going? Bitcoin price tops $50,000. If you have invested before, I'm sure you are doubling, tripling your profits because Bitcoin price has been tops $50,000 and have break the barrier of 50,000 points. So, my friends, why this price have goes too much uproar? Why this price have increased? Bitcoin price tops $50,000 after spot ETF launches spur demands. After the launch of sport ETF, the demands going like in the sky. The price of Bitcoin traveled above $50,000 for the first time since 2021. Remember this one. Since 2021, Bitcoin price have topped now, underscoring the sharp change in appetite for the token since mainstream Bitcoin investment funds launched earlier this year. The industry flagship cryptocurrency has gained almost 50% since the start of the year, largely driven by the US Security and Exchange Commission reversing a decade-old policy to approve several spot Bitcoin exchange-traded funds. Yes, the hype is created. Why? Because the U.S. Security and Exchange Commission have approved the Spore Bitcoin ETF. Vehicles offering investors exposure to the price of Bitcoin through regulated products. So the Bitcoin use is now more use of more normal type, if you can say. Many of the Wall Street biggest names have offered spot Bitcoin ETF, including BlackRock. You know the BlackRock, the world largest asset manager. But despite widespread anticipation over their launch, the price of Bitcoin fell roughly 50% in the days of the following SEC approval. The token's recent surge to $50,000, more than double the level at which it stood a year ago, following evidence that the ETF are bringing new money into the market. Yes, new money are into the market and represent an opportunity for Bitcoin to turn a corner of the long run and analyst says. So, what the analysts have to say regarding this Bitcoin achieving the $50,000 mark? Following a disappointing launch of several Bitcoin ETF, we are now seeing continue inflows into a newly issued funds, and I think we are seeing much more. We are seeing much more organic demand for Bitcoin as a result, said James Butterfield, head of research at crypto investment group CoinShare. After the initial waves of inflows into new spot Bitcoin ETF and outflows from the grayscale investment converted products, asset managers are turning their attention to the long-term investment case for Bitcoin ETF. According to the data shared by the CoinShares, yes, now let's talk about the data. According to the data shared by the CoinShares, the newly approved Bitcoin ET have pulled in roughly $3 billion in net flows. Yes, $3 billion in net flows, even after more than $6 billion was pulled out of grayscale products since the first day of trading as an ETF. As crypto offerings continue to penetrate the world of traditional finance, issuers are optimistic that mainstream investors will eventually allocate a small percentage of their portfolio to products such as Bitcoin ETF alongside traditional exposures to stocks and bonds. I think it's something where you all start. to see a specific allocation that over time with the longest track record, said Tim Hoover, managing director on the US ETF service team at Brown Brothers Harriman. I think we all see increasing adoption and interest in that space. We have been saying to clients one of the most important things is to understand the value of getting off zero, added Kathy, senior alternative ETF strategist at Invesco, which partnered with Galaxy Digital to launch Bitcoin ETF last month. Investors could start by taking 1% from their equity exposure and reallocating to Bitcoin. She said, I think in the conversation with analysts right now, the idea of going from 0 to 1% is palatable. So the crypto industry has also been buoyed by hope that it has survived the toughest regulatory punishments and scandals. In November, Binance, the world's largest exchange, has paid $4.3 billion in fine to US authorities over charges related to money laundering and the violation of international sanctions. Optimism over Bitcoin has further increased amid expectation that central banks will lower interest rate this year, making risk assets more attractive to investors. In April, the network that Bitcoin runs on will also slow the circulation of available Bitcoins. So, a schedule update that market expects will support further gains for the flagship cryptocurrency. However, other analysts are less convinced that Bitcoin will sustain its recent upward trajectory. Yeah, there is some doubts and there is some if and that's is there, but projecting the future price of Bitcoin is all in the circumstances that will happen. I'm sure the Bitcoin bulls will say the world is waking up to the reality of Bitcoin. But given how nebulous the Bitcoin ecosystem is, it's hard to tell who is buying and why, said Jim Engel, faculty affiliate at Georgetown Center of Financial Markets. The price of Bitcoin will always fluctuate violently based on the number of true believers that want to buy and the number of skeptics that want to sell. He added, if you monitor the chatter about Bitcoin value online, almost all of it's short-term technical analysis, and there are almost no points made about its fundamental value. So, this is all in this live stream of Bitcoin pricing. Once again, exciting the new investor as well, making profits for new people as well, making the hitting the mark of $50,000. Thank you so much for this watching this live stream. Kindly do support our channel. Thank you so much.